Hello, hello. Again, if you're a returning viewer, hello, hello. We go again, second time today. What is going on with the world? MrFarquar live and putting out videos in the same day. It is insane what we're doing here at the minute. Just busy spamming the feeds and sharing the stream, and I shall be right with you. Just have a little sip of my coffee as well. I hope you had a pleasant evening. Right, just clearing my throat. Let's jump into this, shall we? On stream, there we go. Beautiful. Twice today, twice today. We had a return to Farm Sim earlier on. Actually enjoyed it. The game feels so much better. It's mad. It's only took them like 7 months to have a game that's worth releasing. How about that? But anyway, we are in trucks now. We are out to do our Missouri jobbies. What we'll do, we'll jump into drive, get a bit of background noise going on. There should be a little bit of background noise anyway. So yeah, we are, if I bring up the map, I have made my way down, I was going to say down into Missouri. Am I in Missouri? I don't know. I think this is Kansas City there. But anyway, is my map out? Doesn't look like it's out. But anywho, yeah. So we've come down. I think this is where we're supposed to be for our jobbies. Last time out, if I have a little look, because it's been a while. It's been a while. I do get lost. If we have a look at our, is it progress? Would be our log, delivery log. There we go. So yeah, I did put some pictures in the Discord. So we came from Seattle, Washington, all the way down to the Cape here in Missouri. 2,256. 3Js and their viewers have just joined. Say hello. Well, hello. Hello. Appreciate you coming in. We're just getting going. Hope you've had a good time over there at 3Js. So yeah, as you can see, the last time I was really on was for Valentine's. Turns out I only jump on when there's an event, and it's always right at the end of the event. So we'll see how this goes. PS4 farmer. Hope you're well. Thanks for coming in. I didn't even know raids were a thing here on YouTube. So that's awesome. See, that's how far out of the streaming that I have been lately. But anyway, yeah, so I spent a whole day or a whole evening pretty much driving down to come and do these jobs. And that was a couple of weeks ago, I think. Dave, hey, bud. 3Js, good day, truckers. Indeed. Hopefully we're going to have a good day. We need to tick off quite a few of these jobs. So I think this might be, yeah, short and sweet jobs. I think it's, what is it, like 100? It'll be like 100, 120 miles, something like that normally, 100 miles. So short and sweet jobbies is what we want. So we are, like I say, currently in Missouri. So if we look for external contracts, that's what we want, isn't it? Now we have only got our little White Western, so sort of too big, too heavy jobs to become a little bit of an issue. So we've got, that's 85 miles. We need a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that. They're all going there. That's the wrong direction. Ooh, how about that one? 175. That'll take us. That'll be a nice little jobby on that one. So yeah, we'll click that to begin our delivery. We'll have that. That'll be ours. Hope you've all had a good day. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Sunday fun day and all that. Right, the trailer's ready. Let's progress. I'm not quite sure whereabouts the trailer is. Did I even click? Oh, I did click on my town, didn't I? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Got to find my way out here to start with, which I think was round and overhead. That's where that was. Are my lights on? They are now. So we'll see how well this does. The other day I was on ATS, so no doubt I'll be on the wrong side of the road at some point. I already feel like I've drifted over. To raid someone, go edit your live stream under customization. Scroll down at the bottom, you'll see I'll redirect. So you set it up as you're coming to an end. I shall try and remember that. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'll try and remember to use that then in future. I didn't know that was a feature. That's good. Let's try and see if we can get out of here safely. I have to remember that I don't have a voice on the sat-nav as well, so... We've only got one way out of here, so we should be good. Yeah, I like to try and get the contracts done when there's an event on, especially a new region event. But it just seems like I always leave it until it's right coming up to the end. I think for the Valentine's Day, I think I did them all in one weekend, and then for the previous DLC expansion, I think I did them all in one weekend as well, near the end. I anticipate crashes and collisions galore. Yeah, it's a bit hidden. Even top creators seem not to know it's a thing. Well, I knew there was like a redirect thing, but I never thought about doing it like at the end, because I think I've read it and it said like if you've got a video scheduled and stuff like that, so you can redirect to an upcoming video. Like, you've got to be pretty much on point and timing with your streams and your video releases if you've got them lined up. So yeah, I'll have to try and remember to have a little butchers into that. When I used to stream on Twitch for a little bit, I used to find by the time I'd found someone to go and raid with, you know, my handful of viewers, they'd left, and it was just me joining. You try. So what were you guys doing? Was 3J's stream, was he trucking or farming, or? Because most of the people that follow me are either trucking or farming. Now I imagine, I might be wrong, but I'm going to imagine that we are good for right on red. I think that's a general rule in the game. Like I say, it's been a while since I've been here. I'm never sure if it does change from state to state, because I know it is a rule that changes from state to state. In the UK, if it's a red light, you stop and you wait your turn. So fellow truckers, have you all done your Missouri contracts? Do you bother doing your like event contracts? No, not everyone does. I think we were talking, I don't know what I'm for. I think we were talking with Simudad not that long ago, and he was saying like he doesn't tend to fuss too much. with them. I like to try and get them. I like to get my little freebie to hang. Move out. Reminds me, I need to remove my CB radio because it blocks the light for when I have to pull over for way stations and stuff. It's a nice little feature, but it does block the light. Traffic seemed a little quiet. We were logging the FS25. I find it hard to play ATS. Feels too much like work. Fair enough. Fair enough. Logging, man. Logging is hard work. I am not an FS logger. I've tried many times. I just get so frustrated. So frustrated. But you say that about it feeling like work. I think within the community we've got like 4 or 5 guys, and they're in the same VTC as me, and they're real life truck drivers as well. Some people enjoy it, don't they? There aren't many jobs that I've done in the past where I'd want to come home and get on doing a virtual version of it. Same as like with a farm sim, you know, there's farmers, young and old, that go home and they stick on a bit of farm sim. Each to their own. Mainly because I've never really worked in a job that probably makes a good job sim. Although I do like playing the weird, quirky job sims. So you know, maybe I would enjoy it. First time logging, it's much better with a joystick. Yeah, I've got the side panel, so it's not quite the same. If I could get the dual stick set up, I think, you know, that would be pretty sweet. But I'm not there, and I don't do it enough to be buying 2 sticks. I've got a single flight stick, for flight sim. So I could flight stick it and side panel joystick. Not sure if that would work the same, because they are completely different. You can let me go, thank you very much. I would have happily let you go. How am I for fuel? Fuel's not too bad. Got to watch my speed here. Get caught speeding before you even got a job on. The town here looks pretty cool though. I'm not very good at a cab. It looks quite nice. The boat shop that was just behind us, that was pretty cool. So what sort of trucks do you drive, if this would feel like work? Or do you just generally have a driving job? Oh, we were all waiting to see who was going to go, and then we all went at once. You just pulling out? They do that. Go on. So, am I going in here? I think I am. Let's have a little down by the side here. We'll try that. This will be a fun one. I don't think I've... Oh, I probably have, but not in a long time. I don't think I've pulled a tandem in a long time. See how this goes. I don't do advanced coupling or anything like that. I'm no pro. As any regulars would assert to. Kenworth W900. Super B flat, nice. So a big one. Nice. Have you been doing that for long? Are you guys, I hope not, getting the ping from Discord? For whatever reason, I didn't have it earlier on today, but for whatever reason, Discord is pinging. It's fine. Let's see how we do. So our job, because I didn't really pay much attention to it, 7 years now. Nice. Nice. So we're going to Roller Newmont. We've got electric mini excavators, which we saw like JCBs. We'll have a little look at them in a bit. It should take about 3 hours. That's 172 miles. That's a nice little job, that. Look at them. That's pretty cool. We're just going to roll. Do not expect to see realistic driving here. This is... I am not a... I'm not a very good sim driver, despite the fact I love playing my sims. I love my sim driving, my trucking. I like farm sim when it's going right. And pretty much any other sort of simulation game where there's a little bit of driving going on, but I'm not adverse to many of the rules of the road, especially when it comes to the US. And my spatial awareness is pretty poor in real life, let alone when there's very limited depth perception going on. We just sort of wing it. That's what we do. You stay over there, mate. See that trail round alright? Yeah. Not too bad. Now, I think since I last streamed this, I think my fleet has grown quite a bit. I think I have a few trucks on the go now and a few garages. I think when because I don't stream it very often. As much as I like playing it, I tend to play a lot of ATS in the background, late at night, watching stuff on the other screen. But perhaps after this job, we'll dip in for those that are interested. We'll dip in and we'll have a little look at how the company has grown. And then I can refresh myself on how many drivers I've got and the money we're making. I doubt it's nowhere near as big as ATS, but we're getting there. We're getting some pennies. And don't forget this evening, if you enjoy chilling with the stream, even if you don't interact, don't chat, if you got us on in the background or doing whatever, if you enjoy just chilling, don't forget to give us a thumbs up down there, because that really does help to get the content pushed on a bit further. Where are we going? Shall we go middle and then over? Looks like that might be a good idea. If you wish to share it, by all means do share it. But thumbs help. Just about to put the handbrake on. Oh, that's a nice tanker. that it is. Right. So as long as we stop, everyone else is turning. Oh, they're not. There you go, mate. I see you. I see. Oh, no, it's not there anyway. Oh, barrier. 7 likes. Ah, that's not bad. That's not bad for me. I'll take that. Grave Reaper, hello. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. We got our first delivery on the back, our first cargo. I'll bring it up for you. There we are. We've got some JCB excavators, just little mini ones. That's not the one I want. We've got about 150 miles to go. Trying to get these Missouri contracts. One down, and that was the arriving one. And the mileage on the first arriving job, 2,200. Now we've just got to get 100 miles on each of these. The skills may transfer to most people, but Mr. F has a unique skill set that transfers between ATS, ATS2 and SnowRunner. SnowRunner and end up with wheels in the air a lot. This is true. Yeah. I am quite literally the opposite of Liam Neeson in Taken. I have zero skill set. Hope you're well, Rusty. Thanks for coming back and joining us, mate. I'll tell you what, Rusty, I must say, I'm going to hold my hands up, I am more impressed with FS now that it has had those updates. I say that is where the game should have released at, and then they should be working on the things like the popping ground textures and fine-tuning that to make that better, because that's still an issue. But the overall performance is now a lot better. A lot better. Zero skill set is a skill set, bud, and rarer than most. It is extremely unique. How can you play that many games for that long and never get good? I don't know. It's because I've got zero retention. Like, nothing sticks. Spent, what, two hours this afternoon watching the Formula 1. Popped downstairs. Mrs. asked who won. I told her who won. She said, where were they racing? I could not think. It took like 5 minutes before we said, oh, Italy. They were at Imola. Like 5 minutes. I'd literally just gone downstairs. I'd already forgotten where they were. Looking at the stream earlier, they do seem to have improved it a lot. It should have taken almost a year to get to this point, especially with the way that they've changed it. Exactly. Exactly. No way should it have taken that long. It's mad. Absolutely madness. Yeah, I think if the game released as it is now, it would have just had such a better reception. Wouldn't have such a pissed off fandom. Because it was so bad, like even now, every little thing will still be nitpicked, even if it would have been something that maybe would have been let slip before, if the game released in a better condition. But there's so many eyes on all the negatives that it'll never be right. But yeah, performance was so much better. And like I said, I still had all the rendering distances set at like 350, whereas like they're normally like set at 150 or 200, I think. So we were still pushing it a little bit. I'm getting more stuttering here than I am on anything else, but that's because I got the NVIDIA broadcast. The NVIDIA, I don't know what they've changed in the NVIDIA broadcaster. I don't know what they've changed in the NVIDIA broadcaster. I don't know what they've changed in the NVIDIA broadcaster. I don't know what they've changed in the NVIDIA broadcaster. I don't know what they've changed in the NVIDIA broadcaster. I don't know what they've changed in the NVIDIA broadcaster. but it's suddenly so resource heavy all the time. Even when you turn the image off in the broadcaster to sort of save a bit of juice. That's why I won't go to FS25, purely because I know I'll be hunting for faults. They've ruined the game for me. Yeah, I mean, you're not the only one, are you? If I hadn't brought it because I was hoping to make content for it, then I would, and seeing it as it was, I'd stay well clear of it. But I've put the money in, and it's even as small as my viewership is. For me, it sounds horrible. It's an easy hack to get a little bit of view boost, because I know if I put Farm Sim out, I'll get some more views. I'll get a little bit of a push on the channel. So for that, selfishly for me, I'm glad it's got better, because I can now use this game for the channel and hopefully do some streams and what have you. But I'm not going to be dedicating hours and hours and hours of my evenings recording and editing to upload a 30-minute video. If I do anything with 25 now, it'll pretty much just be live streams, because it's easy to manage. We can go up, I can interact with people. Because like I say, the Giants have ruined the experience with that for me at the minute. The thing that I still find funny about it is that people are still getting excited and say, oh, I can't wait for the Giants British map to come out. It's going to be shit. When you've got so many good British mod maps out, like a British Giants map is not going to be good. It's not. It's not going to feel British. You could roll back to broadcast 1.4. I've seen a lot of content creators have done that and given 2.0. Have they? Ah, so I'm not the only one then that's finding this to be a bit of a resource heavy thing. Yeah, it just seems. I'm one of those people, if I get prompted for an update, as a rule, I tend to update. But I'll look into that, mate. Cheers. I'm a little bit gullible, and I don't know, in that way. I think, oh, this is obviously done for the better. This is going to be better. New bells and whistles. It's handy because it's the easiest way to take out the background. Like with other things, I had to keep putting in images and doing other stuff and faffing around. Whereas this is just so easy. Press a button in the software and it's done. Yeah, it is. It's so heavy. Because I've been using it for quite a while, and I've never had a pop-up come up on my other screen and warn me about GPU usage. Like the first time it popped up, I was like, "Oh crap, what is happening?" So I started trying to dull down the settings in some of the games. Like this, I've turned down some of the settings in this. I've turned down some of the settings on Oblivion. Turned down settings on ATS as well. Just to try and keep it a little bit smoother, and so the game's not using so much, because I couldn't think of a way of getting the broadcaster to not use up all the juice. Thanks, buddy. I will. I'll get to that later. I don't normally keep Discord open, I think, when I stream and do. But it's popping up there for me. Cheers, my man. Then if it pops up and says update, I'll say no. Because I know what, I'll forget, like, in 2 weeks' time. I'll be like, oh, update. Yeah, I'll have that. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful bit of countryside. This is really nice. That's what I like about ATS. It does look so good. And I know quite a few states are very similar, but like, it's nice when you're going from state to state and seeing it. Like when I drove down here, like I said, I come from all the way up from Washington, Seattle, to drive down to the furthest, most eastern city there was in Missouri. 2,200 miles. I say it took me all evening and most of a night to do that. I think I started the journey probably about 7 o'clock. I think I finished at like 1. It was a long drive. Earned me a lot of money though. And I think like for quite a few states in a row, it was sort of quite flat and a little bit arid because we were down. A lot of them were down south, weren't they? The last sort of big bunch. And so that's why I often like to do a quick travel up to Washington, and that way just sort of get in the trees and in the mountains. I do that so often normally for ATS or ETS when it stops my pro mods. But yeah, I roll them back, especially ETS because I can't do my recordings if not. But I don't have pro mods on ATS. Like, I'm not on it enough to need extra road at the minute. I don't need the extra Canada. I think when I started, let's say day 125, I think. That's all. And I've been on ATS for probably 3 years. But like I said earlier, because it's not one that I generally record. I sometimes put a little recording out on it, but if I'm doing ATS, it's a random stream for a new DLC or for a event, and I don't necessarily stream all of them, but I do try and complete them. So it's more often than not, it's one of my chilled ones. I just like to hop on and do while I'm watching other content and things. Sometimes put some of my awful police and medical dramas on that other monitor. I was quite good after the motor racing. I went down and I socialised with the in-laws as well. Not for long. It was like as soon as I turned up, everyone left. Like as if I was making everyone leave or something. But I was good. I was polite. I should be back on most of my games in a week or so. The only thing I'll be playing for a bit will be Roadcraft, a couple of hours a day. Hopefully, yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. If I can get a couple of hours every evening for a few weeks, that'd be sweet. Oh, I've got to try and find my way around here. I think I can get through this way, by the looks of it. My map seems a bit funny. I think it's because I've got 2 different mod GPS maps installed. So I think it flicks from the old one to was that supposed to be like the Apple map or something? Then maybe it does a Google map as well. Now this is an articulated load, so hopefully we're just driving in and driving out. Obviously it's articulated, but it's a dolly on the back. I'm not reversing that anywhere. Oh, coming out the wrong way round. It only. There, oh there. Right-yo. Right-yo. Let's see what I can do with this. Good job it's got the dolly on it. If not, I would have turned it around. I still think we're going to struggle to get it in there. We'll see. I didn't necessarily come out of cab for parking. I'd come out to show you the cargo. But we'll take the parking if it'll go. We'll have that. That is as good as in. That is facing the wrong direction while we're not. Yeah, well, I was driving the right way around. It was just the wrong way around. I was treating it like, you know, like a British roundabout. I was going around it. First delivery has got to be done wrong, hasn't it? Well, that'll be delivery number 2. Okay, so we shall see if we can find another one. Well, actually, no, I was going to have a look at my money. So, oh, I've nearly got $1 million. Let's have a look. Driver, how many drivers have I got? Oh, I've got loads. I thought I had like 6. No wonder I'm making all that money. Sweet. How many have I got? I've got 24 drivers. When did I get 24 drivers? This person hasn't even got a truck. Where are you? Kenwick. I literally just hired him on ATS. I just hired him. Okay, we're going to go get a truck. There's a dealership. There we go. Buy online. Can't have him not having a truck. Have that, mate. Purchase. And it's going to go to Jackson. There you go, mate. Have you not got a truck? I could buy another one, actually. That's full. Idaho. Billings. There we go. You can go to, was that Tacoma? Yeah. Then we'll need another driver. I don't think I've triggered many driving agencies. Need to try and do that. There we go. Still got $500,000. Mad. Loads of dollars. Load of them dollar bucks. Right. Jobs. So from where we are, we have 80. I'll go a bit further. Jefferson, or 91. 101. That might not register it. We'll take that one. We'll do some logs. There's a few extra miles. So we'll take that. That's what we'll have. I want to try and grab some fuel when I can as well. Although we've got half a tank. That's a pretty cool little site out here, though. Probably shouldn't be going through it at 22 miles an hour. It's pretty cool. I think it's strange, although they are completely separate games. I think it's strange that with the big update for ATS, it redid all the skins, so everything was sort of moved around and done, but on ATS it has all stayed the same. I've not had to redo a skin. Nice truck. I was wondering if I should maybe get myself a different truck, because this is the one truck I've had on this profile the whole time. I don't think I've had any other truck. Been driving my Western Star for nearly 3 years. And it's not a big truck. It's not the biggest truck anyway. And I'm only thinking that because I went and brought the biggest truck in ETS. So should I now get the big truck here? Maybe for the next DLC I'll get a new truck for it, a different truck. I was stuck with the main truck. I was stuck with the same truck, mainly because I like watching the mileage ramp up. Yeah, there is that. Is that 42,000? 597 miles I've got in here. It's not bad. It's not bad, son. So we'll see how things go. We'll see if we can make Sunday trucking a regular thing again. ETS in the morning on a pre-recorded, live on ATS. I'd love to have like the knowing of free time to say like, right, this is what we're gonna do. Bum bum bum. But as soon as I start to think, oh, I'm building up a schedule here, we'll do this on this day, this on this day, something happens after about 3 weeks that throws it all out of sync and things just stop. I can't see, you need me to stream in 4K to get that kind of detail. Yeah, 42610. I've tried. I think my internet always craps its pants if I try to put anything else down it. I've streamed in 2K. I did try and stream in 4K, and yeah, it had a fit. I think the buffer was probably about 2 minutes. 2-minute latency. It was just spinning. It does like to throw you up a little warning if you try and get too greedy. I think No, that's why Twitch does limit its. I think everyone streams on Twitch in 1080, don't they? I'm sure some of the big guys are allowed to stream in a higher resolution. Can't build a schedule with a young bud, young family bud. It's just not possible. I thought I'd have a regular schedule once I retired. It's just as bad when my youngest is going to be taking GCSEs. Yeah, yeah. It would just be a little bit nice. It would. Like you say, it's just not possible. I try when I got the free time, like this weekend. Right, I knew I had 2 days where I could record or stream or a bit of both. So I just think I've got to make the most of it. So I recorded 2 yesterday, one for this channel, one for the other channel, and that was like, yeah, right, so that's ready to go. We'll do a live stream in the morning, we'll do a live stream in the afternoon. YouTube's going to shit itself and not know what to do with my content, but I've got to try something. I think we have to go. Can we go through? I think we can go through. This is loud. Sorry if that's loud for you guys. That is proper loud for me. That was peaking a little bit. Yeah, you guys have to let me know if it's ever too loud. Some of the really big streamers get some kind of priority for high quality streaming rates from YouTube and Twitch. Or was that just a typical internet rate? I don't know. They must do. They get priority for uploads and like rendering and processing. I know that. But I should imagine if you're pulling in the views, which I get in turn is fair enough. If you're pulling in the views and you're making them the money, then they can invest a bit more of their bandwidth and a bit more of their service. I do get that. But then there's that adage that you often get is, well, then that makes it harder for other people because everyone wants to watch the best. But this is you know, it's not too late, but now is not the time to really be thinking you're going to get on one of these platforms and become the biggest thing. Come on, you Spurs, indeed. That'll be it. What a season. I think it's Spurs' worst season since the Premier League started. But I think it's also Man United's worst season since the Premier League started, and they're meeting in the European Cup final. So, also hello FS. I hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Dust kicking up in the back in the mirror. I love that. I didn't realise you were live earlier, mate, or I'd have give you a shout. That's all right. I haven't been live for so long. No one expects me to be live. Last live stream was back in November, I think. Might have even been before that. I was doing some FS stuff when I saw December. It must have been December. But yeah, it's been a while. But it had a nice turnout. It went well. And, you know, on the upside, the game is feeling better. 1.9 should have been version 1 that released. Evening. Good evening, sir. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're well, having a pleasant evening. Hope the family have all been good. I still think it's very nice for Spurs to let Liverpool kick their asses last month. Exactly. They didn't need to do it in quite a fashion. I don't think they needed to let them win because no one wanted Arsenal to win the league. So I just think, yeah, there was no need to allow the trouncing that they took because that was bad. That was bad. But also, I mean, we've not got the best team that we've ever had. But we've been riddled with injury this season, and most games have had a lot of youth players involved. So, I mean, we make excuses. It's been a bad season. I've waited too long. But he's coming anyway. At least I hope he's coming this way, because I'm gone. Wimmy logs. I mean, I haven't followed it as close as I do some seasons. But I think at the start of every season, I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be the one. I'm going to get right back into it this year. Get back into it. And then we just have a really piss poor start. And I'm like, oh, not the same old Spurs. Break my heart. Having Arsenal win anything is the equivalent of having France win international rugby or football matches. No one wants that, indeed. No one wants that. Because growing up, I always had a lot of friends that were Liverpool fans as well, so I generally have as much hatred, I have as much disdain for Liverpool as I do Arsenal, so... Any team that plays in red, to be honest, even just the colour red, I dislike. I hate it when the missus dresses the boys in red. I hate the colour red. Whoa. I don't ever wear it. And for that reason, if I decide I'm going to back or support a team that plays a completely different sport, I make sure they don't have red. Preferably, if they can also play in blue and white, that would be great, or white and blue. That would be lovely. I think that's why when I was about 12, yeah, probably around about 12, 13, that was why I decided that Indianapolis Colts were going to be my team. Because they played blue and white. I didn't hear any results today. I haven't checked anything. Pop-Tart gone trucking. Hey y'all, can a girl get in the chit chat? You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome in. There's sometimes a girl in the chit chat anyway. So, but yeah, you are more than welcome in. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a pleasant evening or afternoon. On this channel, you'll find that the chit chat is obviously nothing to do with the game that we play, but that's just sort of how I am, I think. We use live streams as a little bit of a one-way podcast and a life update. And I come back next week and I give you another one. That's always what my ATS series was. Just that was always my therapy, where I just spend an hour, 45 minutes just getting everything off from the week while we deliver some goods. I always found it quite helpful. But if you're interested, we are currently delivering logs to St. Louis. Trying to get those Missouri jobs done. We've got 53 miles left to go. Should take us about an hour and 1 minute. We're going to be paid just shy of $5,000 for the privilege. Yeah, don't worry about me. I don't know anything about no games. You'll do what you guys do, yeah. Well, you're more than welcome to start a conversation. I think generally people just watch to wait for me to mess up. That's the rule. You don't normally have to wait too long. Not normally. I've already gone the wrong way round at the drop-off, so... We are currently crash-free, though. And I believe the truck is in pretty good nick if we do get called in for... I think it's in good nick. It might not be, actually. Because on that last delivery, I had quite a few accidents near the end. Because it was a really long one. It was not the last delivery, but... forgetting here. The long one. It was a long delivery, so I think I had quite a few incidents near the end. Because it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was extremely tired after driving over 2,000 miles. Over 2,200 miles, as they say in America. Right. Just get our foot down, get our toe in. We may even have a little sleep. I don't run simulated fatigue because it annoys me. I rest when I want to rest, and I normally do get a rest in at night. So we'll after we've done this delivery, we'll try and find somewhere to rest up so we can. Well, to be fair, it's a well, a truck's job, so it doesn't matter. We can rest up whenever. There's no time enough. I don't have any sort of license. You're focused on trucking? That's cool. That is absolutely cool. I try and do a variety of games, or I try and do a variety of simulation games over here now. And I do other variety games elsewhere. So you guys aren't here in America? No way, really? I'm from Riley, not no. I think most of them here will be from UK, Ireland, or from England, Ireland, Wales. ATS is extremely popular in Europe. So yeah, it's currently 9:20 in the evening here, or at night, wherever you want to look at it. Well, I'm still giving you guys that. Well, that's appreciated, I'm sure. Nothing but love. So do you drive truck IRL? If you all about that trucking? All about that bass, and a little bit of trucking. Mr. Farquar, sorry, bud, I've got to head off. Stuff to do before bed. Take care and catch you tomorrow. Good night, all. Take care of that. Appreciate you stopping by, Rusty. As always, mate. You have a pleasant evening. Hopefully you enjoy whatever you're doing. And, yeah, hopefully we'll speak to you again tomorrow. Have a good one, mate. Gotta try and find my way around here now. Do I need to press the button? Yep. I never drove a truck, no. I just buy them and hire them to drive me. Sounds interesting. That's my fault, mate. I'm sorry. I was reading chat. You'll be alright. Just a little rub on your trailer. You'll be fine, sweetheart. Right, so we are over that way somewhere, I think. Let's have a little butcher's. This didn't take too long at all, did it? Where am I going with this? Or is it at the port? Looks like this in a port, is it? Perhaps it is. Facing the wrong bloody way again. Wait, why does it do this to me? Reverse in. I thought I was just driving in. Son of a beach. That looked pretty straight. Oh, let me turn my head further. I'll turn my head round as far as I want to turn it. It's going to start raining as well. Oh, it's not anywhere near where I thought I was. Gonna... Oh, I was going to hit that then. We'll park it next to it, don't worry, it'll be fine. And we'll go. There you go, mate, have that. Streamlabs has been on. That's because Rusty's been in. Rusty was in early before, he was in early this time. It turns up. Although I think that's harping on about farm sim, but I'll leave it there. I forgot to turn the farm sim thing off. Well, that'll do. We'll take that. That's another job done. So we want to find another one. And I do need to go and sleep. So we have St. Louis to St. Louis. We don't want little jobs, do we? That isn't far. Ooh, 104. No, because we've already been there. They've got to go somewhere different, haven't they? If I remember rightly. Got to go somewhere we haven't been. That's still in state. I've not been there. So we'll try that. And I don't know why the whole road network is showing like it's been driven on when I haven't driven it. Because I haven't driven all those roads. For sure. I haven't. No way. I'm not sure why they're showing that they are. Yeah, I think we'll take that one. But yeah, old Slob's bot is doing its thing. Right. On the old map. Where? Oh, it's just over there anyway. We'll do that and then we'll find somewhere to sleep. Once we've got that. It's just only across the way. Probably shouldn't stop on the crossing, should I? Should have stopped before the crossing. Is this... Ooh. Exit. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I get confused when I go with these two places. It doesn't take a lot to confuse me, but I get so confused. I get scared. That's what it is. Especially when it's dark and I can't see anything. So where am I supposed to be going now? Straight on and then left? Even with high beam on, it's pretty crap. Hello again. Back again. Tell your friends. Oh my god. Straight ahead. I feel like I'm going through like some sort of bus turn. Where am I going? Is this that underground cavey shit that you went into before? Is that what this is? Is this where you went to me, Dad? Did you go down here in the underground caves? That was, wasn't it? It was! It's hella weird. Cool storage and all that in the limestone or whatever it is. This is mad. This is so cool. This mad. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought this was. I didn't realise that was where I was. It's bizarre. It is. We're underground in a bloody great truck, and it's so big. Look at all this. There's an office over there, like dug into it. It's quite surreal. So where's my cargo? Right, it's over there. I think I see it. That is. I can't get that out of here as well. Oh. Okay. Last two fails were for base game placeables too. I think I might be getting singled out. It's nuts. It's nuts. Oh, I want this. I want to be able to see where I'm going. I can't be dealing with traffic down here as well. Oh, the sound! Sounds so good. Just burning fuel for the fun of it. I can't remember who it was, but I remember in the last week seeing someone else online complaining because their map got rejected, got failed because of some base game stuff. And it used to be a thing with 22 as well. I knew that was going to fucking catch. Money grabbing bar stools, indeed. Right, at least it should be simpler to get it out now. Oh, I missed the last one. I'm seriously considering dropping Mod Hub, mate. This is now the 4th time they've put my map to the back of the queue. It's just nuts, isn't it? It is nuts. But when the Prairie and whatever DLC comes out in a few weeks or whenever it is, there will be someone that has a mod to update something in that will drop that day or the day after, and they say they don't cherry pick and they don't play favoritism, but there will be a mod that goes along with the DLC out the next day, exactly the same way as the next app pack. The next day there was a mod to do compatibilities or to make the machinery do something different that was in that DLC, or to work along with it. It was there the next day. Now the only way that can be a thing is if that modder works for Giants, or they're cherry picking, which they claim not to do. I honestly think like half of the top modders that are getting their mods released are Giant staff. I honestly do. Especially the ones that are just converting over endless reams of base game machinery from previous games. Lance and myself have one mod each, others have been 10, 20 mods. It's definitely cherry. It's 100% cherry picking, 100%. Pure favoritism. Slate the game at the start now and get repercussions? Possibly, possibly. I know Lancey struggles because Marcel personally doesn't like him, and Marcel's in charge of the mods and like testing and stuff like that, and Marcel doesn't like him. I just think they're so petty. Like when they gave him his ban, he then queried them as to how long it was going to be because he thought the time had passed, and because he queried it and said the time had passed, they extended his ban by another 2 months. Like, that's so pathetic. And to be fair, although they're trying to hurt his earnings from mods, they're hurting their game because there are people playing the game that are waiting for his maps. They're waiting for his placeables. They've seen that the people that do the testing for him have had them since Christmas. The people that test Lancey Boy's mods and the people that do the showcasing, it's like the David Van Mol on Facebook, like, had his mods since Christmas, since January, and they all work, they're all fine, yet somehow only one of them has now made it onto the mod hub, and it's his latest one. It's not even like one of the old ones that he put on there, it's his latest, his newest model that he made is on there. The mods that he made in December, January and February have not made it to Mod Hub yet. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Has the rain stopped already? Nice. So what I will do is see if I can find a little little sleepy spot along the road. Why can't I get this to work properly? There's not going to be anywhere for me to sleep, is there? That's no doubt the wrong side of the road. And then we're delivering. Okay, so we're not sleeping this trip. We're going to run 48 hours no kit. Or at least 24 hours no kit. Sorry, I'll pause that because that's quite a long one. Got to be honest, and I know the modders are heroes and do it for the love of the game, but if I was a modder and I saw the way it's going, I'd just stop modding altogether for the game. That's one of the reasons 4Ds is drop Mod Hub. Yeah. They don't deserve to have the decent folk putting out the work to improve their shitty subpar game and then treat you like trash. Exactly. Exactly. I'm amazed that so many people do it, but you know, with some people, it's just purely that love of modelling and making stuff and having other people enjoy it, and it was just commendable. And then on the other shoe, you've got people that have put their time into making their mods. They haven't had them released yet, although there's someone trying to convert them and trying to do them, and then some hack is just taking them, done a crap conversion, and release it on fsmods.com and fs25 mods and king mods, and it's just like, that's not even yours. And then the original modder gets complained and moaned at because the mod doesn't work. But it didn't do it. I mean, it pretty much tipped Briscoe. I think he's had a change of heart and taken a little break, but he's going to get back to doing his map. But someone stealing Vinny jokes, man, he was devastated that someone did that to him, and it was someone that he trusted as well. On the road truck driving on Xbox One, I took the wrong turn and added 2,000 kilometers to my jet. Mate, how are you getting on with that? I just can't. I don't even know if Aerosoft ever finished updating that game. Mental. It's a shame because that game could have been so good. That game should have been so good for a console trucking game. And it's just like Airsoft just crapped it out and left it. Like they knew everything. That heavy duty truck challenge thing that was broken as hell, I think that played better than on the road. There's well, the other one, that truck driving simulator, or whatever that was that I was playing before, the little delivery sim, that's on console. That ain't bad. There's just not enough depth to the game, unfortunately. There's not enough career to it, which is a shame. But I think the other one is like Truck Driver, and then the guys who did Truck Driver did American. I think it was just called American Trucking. I think they're the closest to like decent trucking games. Whereas with On the Road, the scale of the map and it being like the whole of Germany, and the network was really good, and the concept of multi-drop, and you having to manage your load and making sure you're packing your last delivery in first, and then your first drop off obviously goes in last, and anything in between to make sure you get your deliveries done in order, and all, I thought it was brilliant. It had the tachograph in there. You had to clock in, clock out at your hours. It has like the career and the company build up and all that, and it even had different trailer types and like livestock deliveries as well as like dry stock and stuff. But then the actual game was just so bad. I don't know how you can have so many good elements and then just deliver it in such a bad way. I would love for multi-drop in this game. If this, you could have multi-drop, and it is generally more of a smaller distance thing, isn't it? But if you could have multi-drop in in ATS or ETS. That would be wicked. Having to go pick up this here from this. So it's like just to say like you go into a particular business and they want X, Y, and Z delivered. You go pick them up, you drop them off maybe at that one place. It just. You like it, it's giving you the wrong turn. They'll swing around it. That's because, yeah, they still swing around areas. I don't know. It may have had updates. It may play better. But when I played that when it came out, I played that and I was like, no, I'm gonna get ETS. That was what made me get ETS. That and watching the 8-Bit Driver Guide. Yeah, I think on Truck Driver, I think I clocked up quite a few hours on that. Like, it's got a weird little story of the different people you deliver to, so there's that to it, and you have to sort of reach a certain level to get other people to give you jobs and deliveries, and I think after a while you then have to go and find them, and I think that's when I stopped doing that, because I was unable to find anyone that had a delivery for me, and I looked at the achievements, and it's like the next sort of closest achievement was doing a delivery for a particular person, and I drove all the other way across the map, and then when I got there, I couldn't do a delivery for them. They didn't have nothing for me. I was like, how do I get to unlock this person? Because I've got no other deliveries anywhere else, so I sort of stopped playing. But for console, man, the Alaskan Road Truckers, oh, I've tried to bring it to the channel a few times. No one comes and watch it, really. But that is good. It's got a survival element as well. I mean, the map's obviously condensed and small. But visually, I think it looks all right. It definitely plays well. It plays well on the PC. I'm sure it plays well on console. It's fully controller done. You can get in and out of your cab as well. You have to connect up your hoses and your air hoses and winch up your truck and everything, or winch up your trailer and lower your trailer at deliveries. Like I say, it's got survivals. You have to make sure you're fed, you're watered, you've slept at the right amount of time. And there's also a bit of truck maintenance involved in it, and because it's got the survival part of it, there's all 4 seasons, and it's Alaska, so it's pretty treacherous. I think it's not quite what was promised when the game was sort of all hyped up. Like, that looked sick what they said they were going to bring, and I remember watching Simudad play the demo of it when it was in like its the next fest of that year a few years ago, and like it just wasn't there, and I think I waited about a year before I brought it, and I quite like it. It's something that I wouldn't mind eventually going back to and maybe doing it as a recorded thing somehow, because I think it's too old that no one's going to be interested in that as a stream. There's, as much as I love you guys that come and see me, there's not always enough people that watch my channel, watch my content, sort of to watch with me and to go along a journey with me. It's obviously, as we saw by, like, I haven't put Farm Sim out for like 4 months, 5 months maybe, and I do one live stream and that has already got more views than anything that I've put out for the last sort of 4 weeks. So they weren't there for me. But yeah, Alaskan Road Trucker, mate, look into that, give that a try. I am going to have to, sorry, I know it's a break from it, but I can't read some of these as I go along. I would love, sorry, I agree, I would love it if they added distribution centres for different shop brands. Yeah, load up with 3 or 4 loads and then drop them off at the supermarkets around certain. Yeah, that would be sick, wouldn't it? That would be, if you know, they'd have their own brands, obviously, but like with a bit of pro mods and stuff like that, real company brands. So you're going off, yeah, like you say, a distribution centre, and you're picking up a load of stuff for Tesco's, or you're picking up a load of stuff for Lidl's, or something for somewhere. Picking up stuff and take it to different IKEAs, or you'd have it on ATS where you've got a big haul, and you're dropping off a load of stuff to Amazon centres and stuff like that. That would be sick. Red Belt High, was watching your Euro Truck one. Ooh. But need to find where I go. Sorry, I don't know why I've stopped rather than hit pause. I was watching your Euro Truck one, but need to find where I got to on. Oh, I think it was past 60ish or 70ish. Okay, sorry. That really I was like, what? You need to find, I thought you'd come to me to ask which one to watch. It's like, the next one, if you're doing it in that order. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. People that I tell you what, it's mad how many views the old Euro trucks still get. Like, I've got a brand new ETS series. Not brand new, but it's been gone for a year. But with the Conquer and Britain. But the original one, obviously because it's got more views because it's been about longer, that still gets presented to people before Conquer and Britain does. So yeah, I do get a lot of views. Well, I say a lot of views. I still get regular views on pretty much that whole first 100 episodes. So hats off to you if you are still slogging on with that, because I mean, I know my audio's not great now probably, but I had those first few years, the ups and downs and the woes of trying to get audio right, either for recording or for live and stuff. It was just brutal. It was brutal. Big part of why I deleted most of my content at Christmas or at the New Year. Just let's just wipe those first 3 years. Let's get rid of that, because that does not sound good. But because the ETS is such a big part of the channel and one big thing, like there was so much, I'm going to keep that, because people do seem to endure with my bad audio. I think they just mute it, put some music on, and just maybe watch. So I appreciate you doing that, Red Belt. I've got to head off now, mate. Got to get my beauty sleep in. Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. Awesome, man. Have a good stream. I appreciate you, buddy. You have a good birthday tomorrow. I'm sure I'll send you a lovely message in the morning. I'll set an alarm on my phone to remind me. Actually, my phone should ping me on Facebook, shouldn't it? I don't generally do much of the old Facebook birthday messages. I'll try and remember. I appreciate you, buddy. If anyone here is interested, if you don't already watch or follow Simudad and you like a bit of ATS, bit of ETS, the man has a ton of trucking content. He runs a VTC. If you're looking to join up, jump on his channel. All the information's there. That's who I drive for up there. SD Logistics. Awesome chap. Go check him out. Especially since that's his birthday. Push them sub numbers up for him. Birthday treat. What are we pushing on for, mate? 500. Let's do that. Help him get to that 500. He can then get some super chats going. He can have some channel memberships. Have a little bit of trickle down economy. Trickle down economy. That's what YouTube is. that's why it don't work. Trickle down economy. They get loads, and then I'll just give you a little sprinkling. Of, ooh. Thank you for supplying the ads. Ooh. Have some breadcrumbs. Is this USA? This is indeed. This is ATS. We are in our Western Star. That's why we're on the wrong side of the road, driving in the wrong side of the vehicle. We are in the US of A. These United States, they aren't very united these days, let's be honest. A bit like our kingdom. It's not very united these days. It's a little bit like, if there's a country where it's the People's Republic or the Democratic Republic of, odds are it's probably not very democratic and it's not for the people. If your country, if your nation title is United, then it's probably not very united, odds are. Come on, I must be in unless I've overshot. There we go, we're in. Checking on the bottom left there. Jobby done. What's that, job number 4? Hopefully they've all counted. We'll check. Continue 8. So 4 of 12. Slowly getting there. So we want to go to St. Joseph's, Springfield, Maryville, Kirksville. Definitely want to go to Kirksville because, you know, that's my name. Kansas, Missouri, Joplin, Jefferson City, Columbia. Okay. Not going to remember any of that by the time I get into here. But we'll have a little look. So we don't want the Bath, we don't want the Cape. We've been there. Jonesboro, that's in Arizona. We don't want the Cape. St. Louis, we did. The other was the other Saint we wanted, wasn't it? Where do we want to go? Springfield would be nice. Kirksville's all the way up there. Let's see if we can get up to the top. Let's see what we can find. Joplin. Oh, just on the border. We'll have that. Hell of a drive. There was there nothing at all for Springfield? Because that was closer. Springfield. Oh, it's in. Oh, it's the wrong. As if they're not. Oh, Springdale. That's why. Idiot. Stupid idiot. I know there's a filter or a search thing, but nope. Right, yo. So we'll take wherever those. Not that one. Happy birthday to you, Mod, for tomorrow. Indeed. Happy birthday to you, Mod. Happy birthday to me, Dad. Jefferson C. We'll go to Joplin. Some lumber. 261 miles. That'll be 5 down. Was it 12 to do? Oh, we got a video round here as well. See if we can trigger that. I forgot to do the photo opportunities when they've been about, so we'll grab this. Try and get some achievements and stuff as well. You get little achievements, don't you? For exploring. Oh, it's got 12 video spots, so it's probably 1 in each city, isn't it? That's not overly complicated. I don't drive around and look. That's my problem. I'm just like job to job to job to job. This is where you get to see the beautiful cities they build, because the environments, the cities that they do are stunning. They really are. When you think about the age of the game, the scope and size of the game, I mean, what they build in it, brilliant. And as we've already sort of discussed, like, there isn't another trucking game, there isn't another sort of delivery game that even comes close to either of these two. And considering one of them is from like 2012 and the other, and this is from 2016 or 2017, whenever it is, I'd think that there's not been a trucking game, a truck simulator, that can even come close to competing with this. Yet there have been so many truck simulators, or wannabe truck simulators. Like, it's mad that no one's come close to competing with this, with more modern engines and more modern technology and more modern methods. SCS have been on the ball for so long. SCS. I'll not do that again. Right. We in the UK, some just need the right encouragement instead of mess up stuff. Indeed. Some people need a lot of encouragement. And also to not mess up stuff. Oh, wow. I'll try and get across the road. Y'alls ain't gonna like me, boy. So I'm going, oh, we're gonna go around. Probably gonna clip that car. Oh no! Oh no! Got around there, look at that. Turns out I can drive a little bit. Just a little smidge. Not a lot of skill, just enough to get by. It's getting late. I'm starting to make the to make the noises myself. It's nearly 10 o'clock. This may well be my last delivery of the day. Because a child will have me up early in the morning, no doubt. If I stay up too late, you can guarantee they will. I'll tell you what we could do is, while we're here, because I don't think it might not count. It will count. There we go. Doesn't matter if it's a crap picture. We just need the whatever it is to be in it. I don't even know what it was we took a picture of. But it was in that direction, so we did it. Let's go find our lumber, and then not too worried about sleep now. I need to make sure I can find some fuel. Need some of that petroleum, some gasoline. Das ist gut hier an der ersten Link da. Wer bitte schön. No, this isn't Euro Truck, is it? Wrong game. Alright, so our cargo is behind. I thought, oh no, that was my gate. I think this is... Is that not my gate? Oh, the gate was behind me. Okay. Back up, Big John. Back up. That's our gate. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I believe tasks like in games, I believe tasks in games could work to encourage non-toxic and focus on good things with reward. Yeah, definitely. Do a thing, get a reward for it. 100%. But then it all depends on the sort of game you play, doesn't it? If you play like a Call of Duty, like that sort of game, where the goal is always to do something horrific, like, you know, shoot someone, and then you've got to do it X amount of times, and you've got to do this, that, and the other, then you're going to encourage a more toxic behaviour. Because you're being rewarded for doing something that's not very nice. There was a game that came out. I use the term game lightly as well. It was brought out, I think it was like NatWest. It was aimed at children, and it was about saving. But the premise of it was all about recycling as well. So like you had to do things to save, and you had to save the money you earned from your recycling in the game. And it's like cleaning up all the waste and the toxicness on an island. Like, complete gamification of it. That game had rewards and a good message. Other games, not so much. But yeah, gamifying things can be good because, well, it can be good because if it's done in the right way, and that's why people use these habitual apps and stuff on their phones. So they do a good thing, they type it in, and they get a reward, and they're trying to earn as many rewards as they can within their app because it makes you feel good. The same way as, you know, if you've got a neurotypical child, giving them rewards for good behaviour works, so they want to keep getting rewards. Doesn't work with all children because not all children are wired that way. We tried that with our son for ages. He just didn't care. Once he got the specific things he wanted from his rewards, he didn't need to be good anymore to get rewards because there was nothing more he wanted. But yeah, if you're someone that will learn habitually through habit, if you've got something with gamification that's a habitual thing, then that can give a positive effect. If you do something negative and you get that reward, you get that dopamine kick from it, then you're going to keep doing something negative. If I play games where I earn achievements for doing bad things, I'm just going to keep doing bad things, and especially if it's easy. Easy achievements. But that's why, like, on my more so on my console than on PC. I like to earn achievements on my PC, on my Steam games, but I'm not too worried about it. On my Xbox, so I love earning my achievements. I always have done ever since Xbox brought in achievements. I was like, yeah, I want them, but I don't want the easy ones. I say there's a difference between an achievement hunter and what I call a game score whore. People who just want a massive game score on their Xbox account, like they buy and they play really crappy games, really easy achievements, and then woohoo, look at me, I've got like 2 million achievement points game score. But that's probably not hard. But if you go out and you try and get that 0.01% achievement that no one's got, that's achievement hunting, and that's what I used to like to try and do. And I still do really like it when a little diamond pop up, ping, on the achievement. And a diamond achievement. Excellent. But like the Steam ones are pretty good because you get to see what everyone's done, and you can see what the rare ones are. I think on my Steam profile I do have my rarest achievements as part of the showcase. So I guess it's still there. I still like to have my rare achievements. And a game like this, where there are so many players, this game and ATS, massive games, most of their achievements are quite rare because not a lot of people necessarily do all of it. They don't, like I say, discover all the locations. They don't get all the photos and all the video opportunities. They don't, or haven't yet, because it's so big, haven't yet visited all the cities in a particular state, or as in with ETS, haven't visited all the cities in that country. I know I haven't. I've been playing for years. Yeah, I think someone who's in our community, Chaos Gamer, I mean, she has been playing for long, and I think she's got more achievements in that game than I have. Because I think maybe she's gone through it quite methodically and visiting places and doing short trips. Does it help with all the realistic war games? It doesn't. It doesn't. It's not great. Ain't gonna lie. I don't play him. Not many of them, anyway. I just don't... Ooh. As I've gotten older, anyway, my hand-eye coordination isn't what it used to be. So a competitive online shooter is... I just find it as a waste of time. Because I'm never going to be good enough to get my little fix from it. I'm never... Oh, yeah, get that. Ooh. I'm just always going to be infuriated by it. And that's also another reason why... much to my own dismay, I don't play Souls-like games. Like, I wish I could play Souls-like games. I wish I could time those parries and those blocks, because those games look sick. They look sick. There's a chap that I like watching. He mainly does game reviews and update reviews and stuff like that. But he is a massive Souls-like ARPG player. He loves them, so he's always showcasing them. And I said, oh, they look so good. They're like, visually they look good. The challenge looks good. But I know that I don't have the time to dedicate to learn them things. It's like, even with Lies of P, it was on Game Pass, so I gave it a try because it looked good, and everyone was saying like it's not a challenge Souls-like. It's very Souls-light, but it's just on that same premise. But even that one, which was supposed to be one of the easiest Souls-lights out there, just could not get it down, and I just do not have the time to learn each individual bosses like timings, because they're all different. They all do something different, and I just don't have that. I wish those games were more popular, or were about, more to the point, like 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, when I had the time and when I had the reflexes and ability to learn and be good at those games. Like, I couldn't sit down and play like COD for more than maybe 2 rounds, and I haven't been able to do that for 10-15 years probably. But when what were the Advanced Warfighter 1 and Advanced Warfighter 2, when they came out, I think they were Ubisoft games, when they came out, like, I was good at them. They were a lot like the online. They had a story as well, but the single player was good. I liked that, but like the multiplayer part was a little bit more close quarters. Not quite like Siege. The maps were like in between old COD maps and Siege maps, like inside. And I liked that. I was good at that, but I couldn't go back to that and be good now, despite being good at it back then. I've lost all that. So I don't find it fun to do. But I like action games, I like adventure games, I like RPGs. Like, I wish I had more time, because I'm really liking replaying Oblivion Remastered. That's cool. You know, Skyrim will always be one of my favourites, but Oblivion was awesome. I used to really like the Final Fantasy series, but they're just so big now. They just take forever to play. And I don't know why I see that as a bad thing, because I love Assassin's Creed, and they take like take years for me to complete an Assassin's Creed. It was, I think it was only the end of the last year or the start of this year that I finally completed Odyssey, and I'm now on Valhalla. So while everyone was worrying about Shadow, I mean, I haven't even looked at Mirage yet, although I did watch another chap play Mirage. Just this year, actually. He just started it on the off. Because I watch him do other stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch this. Looks cool. Right, we don't need to rest now. We should, but we won't. We're going to try and find a way into the service station up ahead and get some petroleum. So it's just down over there. Take that. And that's one of the things why I struggle with consistency on my channel and my channels, because I like so many games and I like to try so many games. Like, being able to focus on one is just challenge. It's just tough. I find it hard, like, because I like them all, and I tend to do it in bursts. Like, I'll spend a couple of days where I'm just recording SnowRunner for days, and then I'll go, oh, I'm gonna record Euro Truck for a couple of days, and then I might think, oh, my schedule's pretty full, I'm going to start something new, and I'll shuffle that in the schedule, and I might get like halfway through it, and then I need to go back and do, oh god, I need to re-top up my SnowRunner, or I need to re-top up ATS, or oh, my other channel needs some more content, so I'm constantly jumping about. Because I'm greedy. And I want all the games. And then, like, on top of that now, I've restarted reading again. My partner reads a lot, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that go. I'm going to get back into reading. Like, I used to read so much all the time. And I just hadn't picked a book up for nearly 10 years. Maybe one. I'd read one book in 10 years. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And I started recollecting books from an old author that I read. Not an old author, he is old actually, but yeah, from an author that I used to read all the time. I've come in the wrong way here, I think. Yeah, we're gonna be naughty. I've come into the wrong bit. We're gonna see if we can bump up over this curb. See if we can get some petroleum, some petroleum around here. See if I can sneak in next to him or her. Could be a her. I haven't had to go to a way station yet as well. I don't want to jinx that, but oh, wrong hand. How much was that? Because it didn't pop up. That's £3. Right, so way out. I guess I follow them around. Been sitting like this for too long today. My knees are starting to hurt. Getting old, man. I've been sitting still for too long. My knees. My knees. Probably all swollen. Silly old fart. Right. There we go. All topped up, ready to go. Swinging that lumber about. Got wood. Seriously, my left knee is proper. And even using that leg, it's just because it's sat for so long. Got gout. It's because we had really salty gammon for dinner, and I blame the missus. My knee hurt because the missus cooked gammon. Oh, we're good to. Woohoo! We're good to pass as well. Our first stop of the evening. 2 hours in, and we're allowed to pass. We've got a green light. Hoorah, hoorah. Oh, what's happened there? What was that all about? A temporal vortex. Oh, something happened on my PC. I just got a big notification sound, so that's what that'll have been. Something just went off. Perhaps I should use my cruise control for a little bit. Oh, stretch my legs, just wiggle my toes. Get some movement in. Bounce up and down. Yeah, so excuse my jiggling. Needs to get some sort of circulation going. I think I sat here for like 2.5 hours this morning doing farm sim, and then sat in the same seat to watch the Formula One for another 2.5 hours, and then sitting here now for over 6 hours. I've sat in this chair today. I haven't done that in a long time. Oh. So I'm about to go to bed. I'm going to go stretch out and go for a walk. My foot swelled. God blimey. Retaining water. Cruise control feels like cheating. Like, I've got my feet tucked under my chair now. Just point the wheel a little bit. Especially with the adaptive cruise control, because it should, not always, but it should pretty much slow us down if we get a vehicle in front. So I don't get to use cruise control very much on ETS because we're doing the Conquering Britain series. So we're just staying in mainland, well, it's not mainland, but in Britain, UK, England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland and Northern Ireland. So that's the only places where we go to, apart from that one naughty little trip I took. I think to like Greenland or somewhere. But we were there and back in the same day, so that was allowed. So we never drive very far, because it's UK roads, there's not massive amounts of straight roads. Like in real life, IRL, there are, but in proportion and in like on ETS2 scale, there's not massive roads in the UK, so we don't get much use of the cruise control when I'm playing on there. I do have a second profile on ETS where I tend to do other things. If I want to drive around and see some stuff that's not in the UK. But mainly, that's where I'm at. So we're driving through Springfields, but we've not got a delivery for Springfields. We don't do much of this either. Always risky, I think. With me, anyway. I often feel like I don't get the best cinematics when I do it. Sometimes you get the same repeated angle like 3 or 4 times. Oh, vehicle on either side. Stay where I am. Just guessed. There we go. Getting it though. How are we on the job anyway? An hour and 35, 82 miles. That's not very far at all, is it? Not far at all. I was about to have a sip of coffee, but we've got some turns coming up. I might even drop us down to 60 for this section. Drift over. Nice. Definitely slowing down here. That's the trouble when I take my feet off. But where are the pedals? I think I've got until, what is it, the end of the first week of June to get these jobs done. So we'll see, I might do another live stream. I might do another live stream on this tomorrow to get another 4 or 5 jobs done, and then the rest I'll finish off probably off screen. Because then Tuesday we'll be on the Roadcraft. But I shall be recording that. That won't be live stream, I don't think. His good friend Simudad is live streaming it. And we try not to clash, alright? Yeah, we try not to clash with each other. If we can. I see west of middle, right? I see west of middle, right. Okay. What are those things in the sky? Are they supposed to be... Oh, they're birds. Whoa! Sorry, mate. That's why I don't do out of cab. They looked very square as they were flying over me. I don't want to show what they were, but they are birds. Just give him a little rub. That weren't even worth worrying about. I think I can get the old cruise back on again now. Or not, we don't coming off. I love the little hood mirrors. I think they're great. And you don't have to move your head so much, you just see it down there. There's no one by my side. USA's massive. It certainly is, considering I think you can fit Europe in Texas. The USA is massive, yeah. That is an understatement, to say the least. So we're now hit 8 of 10. That's pretty good going. I think because when I came in, because I was dropping off right on the east, we triggered a couple. Anywho, so I've got a video to hit there as well. And a photo opportunity. Where's the video? Can't see the little symbol. Maybe it's a bit further in. While we're here though, we can just... The utilities company. Then I just have to remember to pick up the vid. It's absolutely huge. And this game is absolutely huge. It does it. I think it does it justice. I know Simudad has a fictional map. I want to say it's... Oh, what's it called? Begin with E. Obviously, honestly, my memory is terrible. I was only watching it yesterday as well. But anyway, yeah, he has a fictional map that's made within ATS, and its scale is 1-to-1. So, like an hour's driving on that game is an hour in real life. It's so cool. What is that called? How long do you think that light will stay like that? What is your series called, my friend? Ah. Why were we still rolling? I should have got the handbrake on, but never mind. That's all me. I do apologise. I wasn't even in the game. I want to say Astoria, but it's not. I'm going to have a look when we park up. But yeah, Simudad has a lot of trucking content. But that map is really good. It's, the environment for it, the economy there is a little bit messed up. But I think it's because the game registers it as massive mileage. So you get paid a lot of money, but also then your employers want paying a lot of money. So it just works out a bit weird. So I think as long as you don't try and run a fleet on that map, it's alright. But you get, like, you do one delivery and it's like 150 grand. Like, for a short delivery. Because obviously the game registers it as a long distance to drive. No, I thought it was going to come to me. It didn't. Esterol? Esterol? No, I'm going to stop guessing. Anyway, yeah, go check out Simudad. If you like trucking, go check out Simudad. Can't say it enough. So we are just driving straight in. So I was then about to go left so we could come around and face the right way. But this time it wants me to go in and stick to this side. Looks like we're building. Obviously building. We've got construction supplies, but building some houses or something. Don't know. But we brought them some more beams. And that was my 93rd World of Trucks contract. How much money did we make? Just 10 grand, not bad. Oh, nearly. King of the road. I didn't even think I'd leveled up that much. So, I am doing better on this profile than I thought I was. Which isn't necessarily saying a great deal. Can't lie. Cannot lie. That's not saying a great deal. But, oh, that's a bit noisy, isn't it? We're gonna sign off here. I was gonna sign off with the truck in the background, but that was proper noisy. That's gonna be it for today. So I've got 5 out of my 12 done tonight. Like I say, if things are well, if the house is quiet and calm and the boys settled all right, and I'm not too exhausted and frustrated and stressed out, I will come back tomorrow night and we'll try and do another 5. That would be cool if we could do that, and then I'll just have a few to do off screen and have this done. Jeffron is capital state of Missouri. It is. It is indeed. And a beautiful state it is. Really enjoying it. I really do like ATS. I really do. I really do. Massive thanks to everyone that has joined me this evening. I do appreciate it. We don't draw big crowds, but I always enjoy chatting with everyone that comes in. You know, my regulars, always lovely to see them. And Red Belt, it's been great having you here. Been great chatting with you, my friend. Hopefully you'll come back for more streams. If you have enjoyed it, people, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you are watching this after the fact and you've reached this far of the restream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Consider a subscription. Come check out some more content on the channel. We do have channel memberships as well. With that, I put out anything that I do as pre-recorded content. It goes on a schedule. If you're a channel member, you get early access to it as soon as YouTube has finished processing it. So regardless of whether it's being scheduled for 2 days, a week, a month in advance, you get it that day as soon as it's done. As a little thank you for the support, channel membership starts from 99 pence. You can support more if you wish, but it's never forced. Everything that I do for the channel members comes in at the 99 pence option. There's just options there for those who want to support more. But honestly, thumbs up, subscribe, and views, they're what help the channel grow. That's what pushes things forward. Like I say, I do appreciate it. It has been a pleasant evening. It's been a good day. Double stream today, and a video went out this morning. Being busy. But yeah, thank you all for coming to join me. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.